Hi, I'm Barb Owen-Borger with Coochin County Community Television, here with Tom Holt and Stacy Hall. Tom is the president of the International Falls Outdoor Expo. Stacy is the treasurer, so he's got backup here if there's any information that we're confused about or unsure of. And the first thing I want to mention is that the International Falls Outdoor Expo is a long-time supporting member of KCC-TV.
Yes, we've supported them for, well, quite a while.
Yeah, you have. And one of the questions I have about that, as we move into encouraging others to become members of KCC-TV, understanding that we're really just getting the ball rolling, is there any particular reason that you might want to share about how that came about or why you've continued to be members as we've kind of continued through the process?
Well, I think it's kind of hard for us, being as we're taking donations to help out other organizations, but we just felt that KCC-TV was just starting out, and we wanted to get on board with them to help them grow, because I think it's something the community needs, just as well they need the expo once a year too.
Right. So you saw us as really having a very similar mission to you.
Yep, yeah. I think so. That's kind of what we talked about at our meetings, and it was unanimous that we would support you guys, and in turn you've supported us.
Well, yeah, and so you're really able to take advantage of the benefits that KCC offers to members, which is an opportunity to sit down this way and create awareness about yourself as a group and what you've got going on.
Yeah, it's been very helpful, and I think last year we had a camera at the expo. Yeah, I believe it was for a while. And it was kind of nice. So I don't know. I wasn't able to get out much. I was running around doing other things.
Yeah, I was busy. So let's talk a little bit about what brought us together here today. You have your annual expo.
Yep. Okay. Coming up April 8th and 9th.
So that's a Friday night, April 8th, April 9th.
Yep.
And how many years have you been doing this, Tom?
This is their 6th year.
6 years.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably one of the most successful community events in the area.
It's been pretty good. I mean, we've had, what was it, 1,500 I think last year come through.
Those are some huge numbers.
Yeah.
Huge numbers. So. That's not an easy thing to achieve over and over and over again. So let's back it up just a little bit, and I'm really curious to know how this group came together. And did it come together specifically with an expo in mind, or like what, chicken and egg? Which came first? Well,
actually, one of the guys that go to our church he went down to an expo in Poplar, Wisconsin.
Okay. Some tree.
Yeah, some tree. That's the tree there. And anyway, he liked that, and he liked what they were brought forth. So he wanted to get one started up here. So the first year, he asked if I would be on the board with him. Were you and Eric on the first year?
No, this would be my fourth one.
Okay.
Right. So we, I helped him, and we got the first one going, and it was just one day. And then we kind of decided we'd try it again, and he wasn't feeling real good at the next year, so then that's when I took over. But we just we had the idea of the expo to bring to people, show them what God's great outdoors is about. Sure. That God's provided us with all this, and you can go out and hunt and fish and skin beaver and everything else, and still share what God has to offer for us. And then as we progressed with the expo, we decided, well, because the expo's totally free.
Yep.
If you want to come and see, we don't charge anything. If you want to be eligible for the prizes, though, we ask that you bring a food donation.
A food shelf item. So not only, so I want to really make that clear, because I think that is a really powerful, it gives a really powerful foundation to this organization. So it costs you nothing to walk in the door and enjoy the expo. However, if you are generous enough to bring something to donate to our local food shelf, you're then eligible to become eligible to win one of the prizes in the drawings. It's
the Salvation Army Food Shelf. If you bring canned goods, and actually that's kind of our goal this year we're setting, is to break all of our records. So we're calling it 1,000. We'd like 1,000 pounds of food.
Yeah.
We'd like $1,000 to donated to the Salvation Army Food Shelf.
Yeah.
And our other kind of pet project we've had is we've been taking donations for the kidney dialysis.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're hoping to get, we'd like 1,000 for that. So,
Okay.
So, and that's kind of, we've had that, I think, been the whole time,
Yeah.
at least since Stacey's
Yeah.
been on, we've done that. And we're bringing awareness to that, and if we don't get a dialysis machine, we can figure we'll buy cards, gas cards for people.
There's
so they can go out
definitely
there. There's something we're gonna use it for.
There's a need regardless of whether that, because that's a really huge venture. I mean, you know, there's a lot involved that needs to make that happen.
Yep.
But I do agree that whether it's money or awareness, that awareness really drives money, drives conversation, drives the other support to help with that dream that we have in our community as well.
So, and like donating the money or the canned goods makes you eligible for any of the prizes.
Okay.
So, and otherwise you can come and go to the shows. Now this year's headliners are Team Fitzgerald.
Team Fitzgerald. Okay.
They're from Michigan. They're father and son instinctive bow hunting, they call it. It's
okay.
kind of neat. They've got some good videos out there. They've been on TV for
So they're well known in the outdoors community.
Yeah. They're kind of like the Duck Dynasty guys.
Your name dropping is what you're doing.
Yeah.
You got a big headliner.
Yeah,
All right.
so they're coming, you know, and that's totally free. Come to their show.
Very generous. Yep. And so with, is the International Falls Outdoor Expo an event? Is it a foundation? Is it an organization? I'm just kind of trying to wrap my head, like, is it a 501c3 itself?
We've applied for it, we haven't received
Okay.
back on that. But
Well, so good for you, because I realize that is a huge undertaking, right? I mean, that's huge. So that in and of itself, I don't think people realize the work that gets put in on the backside of getting that designation, and then what that allows you to do is a very long government managed tax and big word, you know, stuff that we don't, you know, you have this great energy, this great heart, this great vision to do this thing, and you want to affect people, and suddenly you've got a 40-page document and some legalese that you have to tackle. So good for you guys, because a commitment to get that far shows that you've got a long-term commitment to what this is.
Yeah.
So it's very impressive. So Tom, you have spearheaded this many years, and I know you've also been really accommodating to everybody of every ability in our community. Are you still making those accommodations? I know when I was with a Good Samaritan Society, you really helped us in terms of making sure that the people that we had there had access to this event too.
Yeah, we try to reach out. We want everybody to enjoy the expo, and if we have to, we'll send a bus over to get them. So we want everybody. That's what's so unique about the expo. You can come there with your family and with a can of soup, and maybe walk away with a brand new rifle or a bow or something, or just enjoy a day of.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And I know that's also a very, very well run event. Donors, so prizes, where do the prizes come from? Or do you have any key prizes that you might want to share with us?
Well, we have, every year we've partnered with Henry Rifles.
Okay.
And we get them through the local outdoorsman headquarters.
Outdoorsman headquarters, okay.
But it's kind of a unique story a few years back when they got in trouble out there in the flooding, shut their factory down in Henry. Yeah,
See, I don't speak the speak, so so they're New Orleans, right? So not for Henry's manufacturing. Okay.
When they went down there, their factory was actually flooded, so you couldn't get rifles at all. And that was something we kind of thought, well, that'd be a nice prize for the kids, a little 22 Golden Boy is what it's called. And we couldn't get them anywhere. We looked all over, nobody could find one. So I happened to email the president just to send a note out that way to him and tell him, you know, this is what we're doing, this is our cause. And he sent a letter back with his personal cell number, his business phone, his home phone. He says, if you can't get a rifle, you call me direct and I'll have one shipped. And he had one shipped right to us that year. So
that's good stuff.
So every year he makes sure we get rifles.
Has he ever come? Has he been up?
Never has.
You gotta get him up here. You gotta get him in the off season. Show him, like you said, you're sharing God's beautiful creation for us. That's a really great connection.
Yeah, it's nice. And Matthews Bows, we've connected with them.
Okay.
Every year we give a missions bow,
Okay,
because not too many people know, but the missions line of Matthews Bows,
okay,
all the proceeds from those bows go to missionaries
okay,
all around the world.
Okay.
So we always buy one of their missions bows, and they give us a real good discount.
so there's a lot of
So,
paying it forward and kind of good coming out
Yeah.
of good, coming out of good.
yeah. But the main prizes, I mean, those are our main big prizes, but all of our prizes come from the local businesses.
Yeah.
Without them, we just couldn't put this stuff on. I mean, how many have we got this year already, do you think?
Oh, we have a lot. I had 3 phone calls this morning, so I don't even, can't even tell you.
Isn't that great? I mean, you know, we're all aware that our community is in a economic kind of quagmire right now. I mean, there's a lot of hope,
Yep.
but we're still kind of in a holding pattern for some of that to play out. And I've said it, I'll never be able to say it enough, that this community comes together in really powerful ways. Generous in such a deeply meaningful way. And the other thing is I'm guessing that the majority of the businesses that are helping you are small businesses.
There's small business,
Yeah.
local
Yeah.
businesses.
In a community like ours,
Yeah.
that's
A lot
huge
of
for.
the trucking and the logging businesses
Yeah.
are funding the funds that we go and buy the prizes.
That's tremendous. So you've got great sponsorship, you've got great support, and I know you have a ton of well-experienced volunteers as well.
Absolutely. Couldn't be done without them.
Right.
I mean,
Well, you're all
it's-
volunteers.
Yeah.
You know, no, it's not a paid position for anyone. I mean,
No.
there's a gift that you get back from doing
Yeah.
it for sure, but
Yeah.
you're not in anybody's payroll. Do you have any idea how much you've raised in the? I mean, here we've got the treasurer here. Let's ask the
Yeah,
fun
sure.
questions. And you may not know. I didn't let them know I was asking these questions. Do you have any, totals or estimates of how this event has impacted the community, financially or otherwise?
I think over the last 6 years total, we've raised just under $4,400 for the kidney dialysis fund.
All right.
And we have, I believe it's 8,600 pounds of food
Wow.
and $7,600 for the Salvation Army food shelf.
Wow. So you take almost 4,500, about 7,800 in cash donations that you've managed to bring back into this community. And what is that, over 8,000 pounds of food?
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That has a lasting impact on the people of this community. You should be really proud of that. I mean, I know you're humble, but I'm proud of you. I think it's really tremendous. I also think it speaks to the theme and the overall idea of what you've got going. We do live up here because we love the outdoors, right?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
that's where we get there's our trade-off here to be at the end of of the world, or we love it for that reason. And I think it's brilliant that you saw that opportunity. We weren't really doing that here, and how you guys took it on and really created a tremendously successful event.
I think adding last year, we added in the photography contest.
Okay.
Because, like me personally, I'm not a hunter.
Sure.
I respect, I'm
There's a lot of
family,
outdoors
and I
things that
have-
don't involve
right.
hunting,
But,
right?
Put me behind a camera and I'm celebrating the great outdoors too. I
Yeah.
enjoy.
Very,
Yeah,
very
but-
smart. Very smart. So, and I bet you there's still room for other stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hunt. People in my family hunt. I just don't because I can't see a dang thing anywhere. And every now and then I catch a fish, so I get pretty excited.
Well, Dave and Wes will show you how to do that.
Well, my son, my family's definitely born and raised hunting and fishing, myself as well. But I love to just be out on the lake and enjoy the outdoors, period.
Yes.
So we really do thrive here in the environment that we're blessed to have. Anything in particular besides the Fitzgerald and I'm sorry, I forgot the bow hunting. No, those are the bow
Those are the
hunters.
bow hunters,
Okay.
yeah. They're our main
Okay.
speakers. Dave and Wes Peterson will be talking about crop fishing
Okay.
this year. They're always fun.
No doubt.
Last year we started, Gordy,
Dave and Wes are local.
yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
okay,
they're
yes,
local, and
yeah.
they do, Dave does a show on the radio on
He's a great guy.
Saturdays, yeah.
Yep.
And they're donating their time to come.
Yes,
To get them away from the boat, especially they'd be out there in the river this
there's no
time of year.
question, yeah.
It's nice for them to come and do that, so. But last year we started a turkey calling contest.
Okay,
So that was kind of unique. It was, you heard turkey calls all over the place.
endlessly moving
Yeah.
it, right, yeah.
So it was
Any
kind of
turkeys
fun.
come running into
Nothing
the?
yet, no. But, so this year,
They did.
that went pretty good. So this year, we're gonna try it again. We
Alright.
got some real good, through the outdoorsmen. They've helped us with the cost of 2 shotguns, an adult and a kid prize again. Plus, there's many other prizes.
Right.
And they are also donating turkey calls to 10,
Yeah,
for the
to the
first
kids.
10 kids that
Oh,
come.
wow,
And
well, there's gonna be a battle at the
practice.
door,
Yeah.
gobble, gobble, gobble.
Yeah, so, and it's kind of fun to watch them. And then we thought if this takes off good and they like it again this year, we might try duck calls next year.
Yeah,
So,
I know there's some people in the community that are doing handmade duck calls as
Mhm.
well, and I think you might have some representation there.
Yeah.
I think it's a great way to pull these people out of the woods,
Yeah,
right? And, you know, and then just a great way to network and connect with each other on really similar interests. And this is all done inside,
yep, it's at the Covenant Church.
yeah, which is a great facility for things like
Yeah,
this.
they enjoy for the community to
Hosting.
use it and,
Yeah.
and hosting it, and they've been generous with helping us out with that, and they help us out in monetary value too, and so they're a big contributor along with Boise and the
Mhm.
outdoorsmen. But like Stacy said, it's a small.
There's so
business.
many, it's really hard
It
to,
is.
and I don't want you to, I really don't want to put you in a position where you feel like, you know, it's the Academy Awards and you don't want to leave
Yeah.
anybody out.
Well, they all are on our website.
They're on your website.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you for saying that. So tell us what the web address is so that people can check it out as well, if you will.
It's
Stacy takes care of all that.
www.ifallsoutdoors.org.
So ifallsoutdoors.org. All right, and we'll put that for sure on the screen as we talk about this as well. Anything else that you want to, I see you've got some highlights on here. Anything else you want to share with us? I mean, I'm already excited about it.
Yeah, I think we have a concert this year.
Okay.
That Glenn Kaiser, he makes guitars out of
Cigar box.
cigar boxes.
Cigar boxes.
So it's kind of neat, but he's a blues singer, and so he's
Really?
gonna put on a concert. He's gonna show people how to make the guitars.
Where'd you find him?
I think he was friends with the pastor at the
It's
Covenant.
all who you
and so-
know,
Yeah,
right?
and he
It's
just,
all who you
yep.
know.
So he's gonna come. I believe we're gonna have the kids archery again this year
Okay.
in the basement, and that's kind of how it changes the whole youth group downstairs. The room is all moved aside, and they got archery targets set up,
All right.
and we've had that for the
And then all
past
this stuff
years.
is free. I mean,
Yep.
that's just incredible. What a great thing to do on a weekend as we transition seasons.
Sure, yeah, it's fun. So I think we got, and mounts. We need a lot of mounts. Usually we have a bunch of different mounts, but if anybody wants to bring their mount to show off the big
Well,
buck
so
they
is
got
it
last
a
year.
is it a contest or just a,
Yeah, we'll
okay,
contest again this year,
Okay.
and it's open to fish. It's not just deer.
okay.
And along with the photo contests are kind of our
Yeah.
2 contests that we
So
do.
if they go online to www.ifallsoutdoors.org, did I get it?
Outdoor Expo.
Oh, yeah, but you didn't say
Oh,
expo.
did I?
No.
Yep, Outdoors Out Expo.
Okay, so it's ifallsoutdoorexpo.org.
Yep.
Okay, I'm glad we clarified that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, so if they go there, they can find details on, you know, if you want to enter these contests, you know, how to do that and so forth.
It's under contests, and the contests are there, and the speakers have their own page, the vendors,
Oh, okay, well done.
sponsors, they're all.
That's another huge undertaking for an event that's free.
Yeah.
Really, well done. Really well done. Anything else you want to add to this? And hopefully I never know if it's going to be me or somebody else, but we can certainly teach you guys how to use a camera if you want to capture some of this stuff. I'm pretty sure that we're going to be there in some capacity.
Good.
We've discussed it.
Mhm.
It's just a great venue to be present at.
Yeah, we'd love to have
And it's
it.
within my budget, so
Yeah,
that's good.
perfect. Perfect.
Well, that's true though. I mean, when you think about something like this, when you travel out of town and spend all your money out of town, it also costs you money to walk in the door.
Yep.
There's almost always a ticket price to that. And here, this is happening here. It's a huge event. It's well run. It's things we have access to locally as well as probably nationally. Here in our own community, and we can walk in the door. So it's really accessible to everybody.
Everybody, yep.
Yeah.
And the person that is maybe as a CEO has the same chance of winning as a 14-year-old kid is
14-year-old kid, yeah.
winning a prize. So.
Yeah, he's gonna have to trade off his can of SpaghettiOs though.
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. Can of SpaghettiOs and you get a brand new rifle.
Wouldn't that be
possibly,
great?
so.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I want to thank both of you, Stacy Hall, Tom Holt, for taking time out of your day. I know I'm here in the middle of your day, but we wanted just to be timely as well. So I hopefully we'll see you again soon. Keep in touch with us as things continue to develop with this group. It's really meaningful information for our community. It's stuff people are really interested in. So again, I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Thanks
The
for coming.
Yes, so the International Falls Outdoor Expo, Friday, April 8th, and Saturday, April 9th, at the Evangelical Covenant Church's Community Center.
Yep.
All right, thanks guys so much.
Thanks, Bart.